right, so we got some more information about the THF Bayzoo murder and the beef that led to it. Do your homework on Trap Lord Ross. Do your homework on Trap More Ross. Do your homework on Breaking It Down. Do your homework on Mac Mula Reactions.
All over Reddit. This is 23
This
days
is all
ago.
over Reddit. 23 days ago.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't gonna lie.
Y'all making it too easy. You're making it easy enough for me, let alone the feds.
The feds.
Right? You call me the feds, but it's all out there, okay? It's flashback to Lil Deuce checking THF Baby in jail over Zay's watches, then having him jump.
So flashback to Lil Deuce. To understand, THF is a member. I don't even think he was one of the dudes that robbed. He probably was locked up when they robbed Lil Zay. But Lil Deuce was also locked up at the same time. So he checked him and ended up getting him jumped just because his gang stole Lil Zay Osama watches. Understand that, bro.
Bro, the fact this is even available is crazy. So he walking over.
Damn, look at his leg.
Man, it's just like how is this even available? They're having a conversation. He getting close. He told us he was about to put his arm around him. Right?
He told the story in a long video,
now,
but y'all ain't gonna
I don't know whether we're
going to
see everything on camera. He said he took someone into the bathroom, but maybe we are going to see it. This is a minute and a half. So they talking. They're having a little conversation. Yeah. Don't know exactly what's going on. And maybe I'm looking at the wrong people. I don't know. I'm trying to see what's going on. I was thinking it's down here. I thought that looks like
that's him
bottom,
with that little ass, that big ass lamp. That's him. So they went off camera
to the next room.
They went into the cell. It looked like
maybe that's the bathroom where it went down, and then it's going to spill back out onto the deck.
That's where. Yep, that's where it went down. You see how they all got their attention.
Down, and then it's going to
spill
back
start
out
going down
onto the deck.
They look who that is.
Apparently, it looks like something's getting cracking in that other room.
Some busting in that bit.
Maybe that's the bathroom.
Some
now
busting.
People are getting involved. Now people are getting interested. They're looking at what's going on. What's happening in there? Seems like a G-check is taking place.
Yeah. It's some loud, rambunctious action going on up in there.
Unclear exactly what's happening, but apparently this is the footage and it's getting cracking in there right now. A lot of people aren't bothered though. A lot of people aren't moved by this, so...
Yeah, you can't be. You really supposed to mind your business.
I'm not seeing the whole thing. Let me see the CO here. They're going to go in and intervene like he said. Yep, they're going to go in and intervene. So look, we ain't seeing the whole thing on camera.
Yeah.
But clearly this is the incident, okay? And it does kind of add up with what he said in the interview, man.
Right.
People saying, damn, Lil Deuce dragging that leg.
Hell yeah, he was dragging that leg. That's what happened to the street. Y'all don't want it, y'all. Come on, man. That's what happened. It ain't about the jury and the music videos with the guns out. It's about the getting shot and going to jail and dying. Yeah. Go to the streets. That's what y'all wanted, right?
He wasn't lying when he said that they beat G-Baby over them watches.
I'm a real
said G-Baby had something to do with it or they got affiliations. Nah, G-Baby was just locked up when they did it. They beat him up because he's THF. Right. Saying, damn, how long was Lil Deuce's leg like that? They're saying his leg was like that for life. Boy. Like since birth, but nah, after he got shot. They're saying the song Scoom hit even harder now. Am I tweaking or it didn't show any fight? They went off camera. Said, told that boy, don't talk to me. Division 5 got ugly, blood leaking from his teeth. That's what Deuce said. Said then THF smoked his ass down the line. But then people are saying THF didn't kill Deuce now.
But that's part of the reason why the beef ended up like brewing up. You know what I'm saying?
After this, okay, following Lil Deuce's death, we ended up seeing THF Baby dissing him. He dropped an entire diss track aimed at THF. Sorry, he dropped an entire diss track aimed at Lil Deuce. Okay, the song was titled Scoom, which is Lil Deuce's nickname, not to be confused with Lil Scoom from the Bloodhounds. I feel like that does get a little bit confusing sometimes. But bro, this is mad disrespectful. This is September the 25th, 2025.
I got Scoom. I don't want to read it. I ain't trying to break those lyrics though.
I'm just going to pull this up real quick. Man, I'm already seeing this as mad disrespectful.
Oh,
he got the Scoom
they
packs.
got the Scoom loud packs.
Look at this. He's got the Scoom packs. This is Scoomies. It's so disrespectful, bro.
They call this song
I'm not condoning it.
They got blunts in it.
Obviously, the whole thing is that they're smoking on Scoom. I can't play the audio, but I just read you all the lyrics.
God.
They got these packs. They're holding guns.
They holding guns to the packs. Oh my. And then y'all be wondering why shit going down.
Bruh, come on, man. Look, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's cool, but it's like they bringing back that real old school Chicago drill energy and mad disrespectful.
We don't need it.
It's super harsh. It's kind of, it's out of line, man.
Y'all be saying I'm mean,
all the
so I'm trying to calm down, you know?
They waving it around. That's crazy, bro.
What you think gonna happen with when you doing shit like this? Was in September. I'm pretty sure Zoo died in like October. What you thought was finna happen, bro? You know what I'm saying?
People in the comments, they're saying the same thing and make you laugh and make you cry. They're saying G-Baby's wild for this one. I'm not going to lie. THF G-Baby doing all of this.
Yeah, he was running late, so he was hanging out. Can Rara play up here?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know. I hadn't been keeping track of this beef quite that closely, all right? Chirac Street Legends, Lil Deuce. I'm definitely going to need to watch that later. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know it was.
I didn't know it was
busting like that.
You think, like, is it really surprising that they killed THF Bayzoo in retaliation? Right. Like, you rolling a cart of the Scoom packs around town, bro.
Yeah, you tweak.
It's out of line.
Bro. You tweak.
And apparently...
And you did all that. Y'all did all that for 365,000 views. Like, this shit don't even really making y'all rich for real. Y'all just be getting clout because motherfuckers like, oh, I wonder which one of them gonna die next. That's really the only thing people tune in to watch this shit for, is to see who gonna die next, bro. Y'all ain't, it's pointless. And all that chasing clout, trying to give you shit, it end up getting people killed. It's been happening for years. I don't understand, like, how slow you gotta be to keep doing the same shit that's been getting niggas killed for decades.
Apparently the song, like the lyrics of the song, is actually a reference to lyrics that were made by Lil Deuce and Kill Bill's 2023 song Footprints. Right? So basically, they kind of flipping the lyrics and throwing them back in their face.
Right.
So in this same song, you hear him rapping, I got Scoom, and then THF G-Baby's throwing it back in his face. We saying, nah, I got Scoom, I got the Scoom packs. And Lil Zay even made a cameo in this original video. I believe he's around here at like 133, is it? I don't want to play the audio. But there's Lil Zay right there, man.
Encouraging this dumbass shit. Encouraging it while he in LA chilling. Niggas really getting killed for this shit, over this shit. And you encouraging it and boasting it up. And you got the money. Instead of telling your homies, hey, y'all come to LA, I'm gonna get y'all an apartment. Y'all can stay out here. We can run it up. Come out here. Y'all tweaking. You in the videos with them, dissing ops and shit on. You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and BAM! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you. Stupid.
Bro, I'm not wishing a Rico on anybody, but like when this much information is out here, out in the open,
bro,
like
it is
it's
not cooking, bro.
Cool. Okay, it's not.
It's
cool.
a Rico
now, bear in
cooking
mind,
for
right?
all
This
these
song
niggas.
is called Footprints. Okay, and when Scoom died, right? When Lil Deuce died, Bayzoo had the footprints. He had the footprints on the picture, okay? So the song was called Footprints. Now they're releasing this song. And then they're flipping the lyrics from Footprints right back at him. Now, this is absolutely crazy. Now, Kill Bill, it blows my mind that guys that are involved this deep in the streets are even doing interviews. But Kill Bill recently appeared on a corporate cartel interview. This was just a couple of days ago. And he basically explained how he actually found out about Lil Deuce's death in this interview.
Yeah, baby. You this deep in the streets, your dumb ass should not be doing interviews and videos and clout and tweets and Facebook and all that. Like that don't go together. Y'all on YouTube slow as hell, man.
They talking about some Kill Bill slam with switches and Drakes in traffic after Lil Deuce that. But whole time, damn, right after I recorded that video, I get the call that Lil Deuce that got shot. They telling me, like my homie telling me and shit. So I'm like, damn, like you know, I'm like, but you know, folks have been shot a few times before. So I'm like, man, hopefully he pulled through out the bam. But so now I done walk into the funeral bam. I'm sitting in the thing, and I'm sitting at the back. That's when my called me and said he done passed away. So I'm like you know, I ain't gonna catch that fake like overly me up though, cause I'm like, damn, like what those like
overly hard body, like Shorty was a hard body.
So he heard that Lil Deuce died while he was on the way to another one of his homies' funeral. And y'all niggas think this shit is cool?
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay.
I was like, damn. So I go back into the funeral because I went to the bathroom and shit. I'm crying, but I'm already was crying and shit because the funeral I'm at, that was my homie Black. Like, that's little blood cousin and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like.
So you would have seen that picture or that clip in the last video that
you would think for 5 minutes niggas would be like, damn, everybody dying. Shit, I know these niggas. I might die next. Let me get my dumb ass on to the. You would think that somebody would think that, right?
I did about this situation, right? But basically, he's saying they were on their way to a funeral. There's that video of them in the car. They got a bunch of Dracos and guns. They're riding around on the way to a funeral, ironically.
Right.
And then they find out that Lil Deuce lost his life.
So y'all recording yourself with guns and Drakes in traffic while y'all on the way to a funeral. Knowing that recording yourself doing shit like this is what got the person who funeral you going to killed. Then you go to the funeral and find out that another one of your homies just got killed.
Barely.
I'm telling y'all, for the umpteenth time, it's like my 3,000th, 4,000th video in 4 years. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. No.
Stop it.
No.
Get some help.
This is stupid. It's fuck.
And he's saying that he was crying at the funeral. He was crying for the guy whose funeral it was. He was crying for Lil Deuce, who he just found out died on the way to the funeral.
Why do I want to go do this?
But basically, later on in this interview, he kind of fired a shot at THF and Bayzoo specifically. He basically said he'd been keeping track of everyone who had dissed Lil Deuce, and he pointed out that the same people who laughed at Lil Deuce's death didn't keep the same energy when one of their own people got killed. So he says that later on in the interview here.
Like, you know, I'm not a motherfucker gonna troll this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm knowing what's going on, but it's like, I ain't gonna lie, like, this as far as like making me mad and what the bam, it ain't gonna make me mad. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna take note of what a motherfucker's saying. Like, any motherfucker, like, a motherfucker know what you're saying, but I seen everything.
It low key sounds like he's talking about that post of Bayzoo with the footprint emojis. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, bruh.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I cover these things and I always get these comments like, you the police, but I feel like this Kill Bill guy, I don't think he's going to be caring because he's talking hot. I think he only cares about catching bodies and catching hats. I don't think he's caring about it. Maybe he does, but I'm not thinking he's caring about me talking about this. I'm not thinking he's caring about jumping on corporate cartel media and hinting that he was involved. Like, he's caring about one thing, and that's like just straight destruction of the ops.
It's like, but every motherfucker got their day, you know, to troll and shit. Every motherfucker got their day. Like, you know, we gangbang hard as shit on some honey shit. So it's like, happen, you know. It's just, I don't be liking this shit. Motherfuckers try to make it seem like it be a different, like, hell no, death is death. You get what I'm saying? So like, a motherfucker, death is death. If a motherfucker was, you know, trolling about one of them and shit, like, when it's shooting out of foot, don't be, you know, take that shit to the chin like a motherfucker, like how we did.
What?
Nah,
That's
And
just
that's
so
like it'd be a
stupid.
difference. Like, you know, that's
Don't
why I
that
don't be
sound
like,
dumb? Don't it? So he trolled you when you died. So now you gonna troll him when he died to make sure all his homies really want to kill you. And that makes sense to y'all.
and that shit, I'm keeping on. That's
Instead
why.
of just shutting the fuck up and going about your life, shorty.
But that's why I don't even be trolling no more. The motherfucker trying to act like it's a difference. Once man, the shit like death be death. The same way I'm the laugh and joke with my people's them that when your motherfucker people's die some shit. Don't try to you hear me. That make it seem like it's a difference. Like, you know, every dog got their day. Honest.
that shit.
I can't lie, this is actually giving me the chills, like, and not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like,
slow
this
as
guy
hell.
is just, he's keeping it very real. He's keeping it
It's
so
slow as-
real that it
it's
actually
so
kind of
damn
like
slow.
hurts your soul a little bit, because he knows exactly what he signed up for. He's saying that everybody knows what they signed up for. He said the way that you guys acted when Lil Deuce got killed, every dog has his day. Now when Bayzoo's got killed, I don't want to hear about you guys crying. Take it on the chin like we did. And the way he said that, man, I feel like that kind of, that just tells you everything you need to know about this guy, okay? I mean, bro, the guy's name's Kill Bill. That's actually crazy. But it's like, he's basically saying, bro, we didn't, I mean, he did say that he cried at the funeral, but it's like, he's basically saying, yeah, we took it on the chin and we had to get busy. Now, I don't condone any of these behaviors, any of these actions,
stupid,
but at the end of the day, he's keeping it very, very real about everything that was going on behind the scenes. And honestly, it's like, he knows what he signed up for. He's telling the other people they should have known what they signed up for. And what really kind of gets to me about this, right, is THF Bayzoo was such an infamous figure in the Chicago streets. He was tapped in with Lil Durk. He was tapped in with all these different people, King Von, all of this stuff. THF. He really got caught up in something that was really like, these are a bunch of young shorties that are new to the scene that we ain't never heard of, that already got more bodies than Von, already got more bodies than Lil Jeff. Like, they absolutely wilding out. We ain't really heard of these guys. A few months ago, a year ago, we
Because
wasn't
they trying to outdo the next. It's why it's going to keep getting crazier, because all the young niggas going to be trying to outdo Lil Jeff. And then all them young niggas, when they get smoked, they going to be trying to outdo them. And so it's just going to keep, you feel me? It's just going to keep doing like that. And all that lead to is more death and death and death and death and death and death and death.
hearing about these guys.
It's
Okay,
still-
Bayzoo is a famous gangster, a notorious gangster from Chicago who was tapped in with that older generation. Like, really, that King Von's generation, like that generation, that's the older generation now. That's Unk right now.
Right.
No disrespect, but like that's the Unks right now. And the Y, you know, the youngs, the Ys, they got it, and they coming out of nowhere and they killing everybody ruthlessly. And it's
Trap Lord Ross, you can say YNs, folks. It's okay. We understand, folks. But I understand, and we appreciate your respect here in the black community.